Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So nothing really going on Euro USD. It is a public holiday in the US, so to be expected. We did get the pullback though onto some structure, and that structure was right over there. Problem is you've got tails to the upside, tails to the downside, so that's just a bit of confusion. Volumes are probably low. People taking the long weekend, as you can see right there, 1 hour pin bar off structure, and as I always say, keep 3 or 4 levels on your charts whenever you see them. And sorry, just get that down to there. You can see there was at the actual level, and quite an interesting scenario because 300-point stop loss. But if you look at this on a 15-minute chart, you can see entry is above, well, it's above there and there. But anyway, we fizzled out. There was nothing really going on. I suspect more of the same today. They're probably just going to range around here. These are still your levels to pay attention to. I don't see anything else at the moment. Obviously, what we're trying to do is keep above the weekly high here. So that weekly high is all the way up there. So that's what we would try to do today, but I doubt that's going to happen. Anyway, so for the dollar, I am sit on hands. It is public holiday in the US. I'm not interested in that. Moving on to US dollar, Japanese yen. Similar scenario. We do have an inside bar that is formed here. You can see it's quite clearly here. Have a look at the oscillators. They are grouping to the downside. Not there yet, but they are getting there. So could be a situation of a pullback still. Not entirely convinced either way. This also tested some levels. That was the first level. And then we had an area up there, which we didn't quite get back to, but we did test it. Sorry, we did get there. We got there early in the session, and this is a pullback. So early in the session, back onto the level and then down. But the target that we would have been looking for would have been, I don't see a target to the downside. That's the closest that we would have. Yeah, so really messy. I don't think it's actually worth trying to get into this at the moment. See, we did break through this level here, hovered around there and then back up again. So this morning has opened with a bang. Anyway, oscillators are now grouping to the upside. So I suspect more of the same, but you do need to pay attention to that break there. So it could be a wedge break. So in other words, test here and then bounce again. Or it could just be setting up a wider channel to the downside. But I'm not going to second guess a dollar. We'll leave that until next week. Moving on to British pound, Japanese yen. The price has been stuck in this channel for quite some time, pretty much 2 weeks now. But now we're going sideways, and we have, for all intents and purposes, almost broken out of the channel. You can see this tail here. This level here that we were talking about yesterday, which is 167.666, is still very much in play. That is, to me, a line in the sand. So get below that, reject that. That confirmed the break of this channel for me, and then we're looking for a move to the downside. At the moment, I'm not entirely sure whether we are going to get another leg up. Normally what happens in channels like this is we get up, we move down, get up, and then as soon as you get a lower high, which looks like what's happening here, then you have a fairly serious break to the downside that happens. So I'm watching this level here. I'm not interested in going long at the moment. It's 167.666. Reason why I'm not interested in going long is look at the 8 hour. I have an inside bar here. I have a crossover, and we're pointing down. So the only bullish thing that we do have is moving average. But I am watching this with bated breath. It could be forming something very soon. Moving on to Euro British pound, and target was hit yesterday. We did give you the 2 levels. So the first one was 0.86323, and we did reject that level, and then the target area we're looking for was the bottom of this bigger, what could be a range, and that was at 0.85771. So for me at the moment, no real trade at the bottom of this area. This is quite a strong area of support. If you look to the left on the weekly, but a strong area of support here. Plus we've got a crossover of the moving averages here on the weekly. So I'd be reluctant chasing shorts any longer at the moment. So you can see there was the rejection we got. I think do it on the 15 minutes. It's going to be a lot clearer on the 15 minutes. You see, when we did the video, we were just hovering around you. And normally when that happens, you just wait for the open. This is the open here. First 15 minutes of the open was a big engulfing bar below the moving averages. Stop is there. There's your stop up there, entry there, and you're looking for the next level, which was 382 points for 240 points risk. So for today, could be more of the same. It does look that way with the oscillators, but bearing in mind, I'd want to see the breakout tested. So I'd want to see us hit 086183. If we can do that, then I'm looking for another move to the downside to test this area here. So just be careful. There's a lot of support here, so I suspect it's going to get tested again. But if we do break below this 085771, then we have potential for a bit of a bigger move to the downside. And then your next level is pretty much down here at 085100. Okay, so anyway, that's it for me today. I'm not too sure we'll be trading Forex anyway. Probably take the long weekend with the rest of the USA. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you on Monday morning. Cheers for now.